Remember, they're taking federal tax dollars out of Alberta. And those are tax dollars that are going to other schools and other hospitals in other parts of the country. Okay? That's where we find the money to pay the teachers so we can educate our students here in this harsh climate, in these harsher latitudes that other Canadians don't have to put up with. And more on that in another second. I know where you can get all the money that you need, Danielle Smith, and that's from those transfer payments and equalization. Our premier is not going to say boo about it. You're not going to say anything about it, but you're going to make all kinds of comparisons between other schools in the rest of Canada. One inconvenient fact they've been bringing up is that Alberta spends less than other provinces educating our children. In fact, we only spent $11,600 per student on operational expenses a few years back, according to Statistics Canada. And the average was $13,300. So it's fairly close, but we're still spending less. Not only is Alberta spending less, but why is that, do you think? Well, maybe it's because we have the largest developed and populated footprint in all of Canada. In fact, there are more Albertans living north of 50 degrees north latitude than all other Canadians living north of 50 degrees north latitude. So things are going to cost more money here. So where's that comparison? And I made a video about that called Alberta Northern Superstar. There are links below, and I encourage you to watch that video. So just one more thing about that equalization and transfer payments. They're not actually payments. What the federal government does is that they take our federal tax dollars and they spend them somewhere else. And they've been doing that for over 60 years, by the way. And they continue to do that today. We used to be okay with that. Not anymore, because they want to shut down our oil industry, which directly affected me from 2016 all the way to 2024. I was working jobs that were below my pay rate. I did not have a union contract. I did not have a set pay grid. I'm a tradesman, okay, that was educated here in Alberta. I pay for your salaries, so you can at least get on board with the idea, like over 60% of other Albertans have, that equalization is no longer a fair deal if you're not going to allow pipelines to be built, major projects to be built. Okay, that was the deal in Confederation, by the way. If we're going to equalize other people who don't need to be equalized, then hands off our oil industry. So the other elephant in the room here is that Albertans are picking on Albertans. Some people don't think teachers should get a raise. I do. Not just because my parents were teachers. I hear comments, well, are they getting above average pay or is it average? I'm going, do you want average pay? I don't want average pay. I'm going to put in my all on my job, probably like most teachers do. And we're going to get the job done. We're going to get her done. That's why we're kicking ass here in Alberta, even with both hands tied behind our back. They're taking equalization and transfer out of this province and giving it to other Canadians, and at the same time those other Canadians want to stop our oil industry. And what are we supposed to do now? Do this? No way! We're Albertans. Let's get her done. Let's get out of here. We can leave Canada no problem. If we've been supporting them for the last 60 years in one of the coldest climates, in one of the places that's the furthest from the US border, the furthest from anywhere, we can do this. We can get her done. If Canada does not want to play ball, I say let's rally together and let's make sure we're all raised up, rather than nitpicking private schools and public school teachers and politicians. We're Albertans first. We're not teachers first. We're not tradespeople first. We're not politicians first. We're not conservatives first. We're not NDPers first. We're not liberals first. We're Albertans first. And as long as we're Albertans first, we can make Alberta great. But if we're not, well, here we are. Teachers aren't getting paid what they deserve, and none of us are getting paid what we deserve. And soon there'll be no oil industry, and guess what happens then? Well, I don't even want to speculate. Anyway, please subscribe, like this video, comment. See you next time. Thank you.